Hi, it's me, Rhonda Shear from Up All Night. And guess what? I'm back in my brand new home on Kings of Horror. It's frights, fun, and a whole lot of Rhonda. Don't miss it. Saturday, October the 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern. It is our Boo Bash Spectacular Halloween Up All Night special, and it's only on Kings of Horror. Hi, it's Rhonda Up All Night, and guess what I have for you? Comic books, special comic books at RhondaShearUpAllNight.com. Merch, 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 but these are really specials. All signed by Rhonda on RhondaShearUpAllNight.com. So 26 plus years in front of the camera, working at studios all over the country, from New York to LA, Chicago, Miami, other countries. I learned what people need and want in front of the camera and behind the camera. That's one of the reasons we wanted to create Shear Media Studios. Hi guys, it's Rhonda Up All Night here. And guess what we have for you at RhondaShearUpAllNight.com. Tons of merchandise, but we have our brand new Halloween DVD. It's a limited edition collector's item and signed by moi. And you're going to love it. Tons of unseen sketches, characters, all things Halloween. Get it now while you can. And guess what? Lots of fun pictures. Okay, stay up all night with me at Kings of Horror. It's Rhonda here on Up All Night, and we're back at Kings of Horror on YouTube. And guess what my favorite magazine is? Well, it's all things horror. It's Rue Morgue magazine. Ooh, so sultry, so sexy, and so dark. We'd like to thank our partners at Rue Morgue magazine for being our special partner. You're going to see more of them and more of Rhonda and just more of everything. Woohoo!
Know what to do. Hold on, baby, Rhonda, she's got you. Grab your computer, log on, baby, you got the power. It's the social distancing, social life. The social distancing, social life.
Hi, it's Rhonda Up All Night, and I'm back better than before. And if you want all things Rhonda, fun merchandise, go to RhondaShearUpAllNight.com. You'll find t-shirts and blankets and my book and comic books and t-shirts and pictures and everything signed, and you're going to love it. Great gift giving. It's all fun and a lot of surprises. So go to RhondaShearUpAllNight.com. Have fun. Hi, it's Rhonda Up All Night. Yep, you may know me from Up All Night, and I'm back on Kings of Horror on YouTube. But a lot of my gal friends know me from RhondaShear.com, which is my intimate apparel site. Yep, Rhonda's been busy creating and designing beautiful intimate apparel for all shapes, all sizes, all women. If you want to give someone a special gift or for yourself, head on over to rhondashear.com and get some of the most beautiful, iconic bras and panties you've ever seen. And we'll keep you up all night. Hey everyone, it's Rhonda Shear here, and welcome to 2 months and 1 week, the Rhonda Shear Social Distance Social Hour. And this is all about being social while we're in quarantine. And even if we're out of quarantine, we're going to keep doing this. Before I introduce who's going to be on the air, a little game that we always play is when we say hair, I want you to take a sip of whatever you're drinking. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be anything. It's all about the hair. Cheers. I'm having a little wine. In the meantime, we have a really, really special show. I'm really, really excited about this. So 3 very special people that I've had the chance to work with in my life. The amazingly talented Gilbert Gottfried, which we'll get to him in 1 second. Tracy Bingham of Baywatch. I know everybody remembers Tracy. And one of my dear friends, Linnea Quigley, who is the queen of the B films and who spent a lot of time with me back on USA Up All Night. So great people, great fun. I would like to first introduce my dear friend who is such an amazing person and such an amazing talent. I had the chance to work with him personally a few times on USA Up All Night. Yeah, I can still do it a little bit. But he is an actor, a performer, the quintessential comics comic. Every comic loves him. He's had a 40-some-odd year career. He's got his own podcast, which is amazing, where he visits old Hollywood and comics and stars of yesteryear and of today. And it's called Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast. You must get it. You must get it. It's amazing. He also just had a film that was released, which is his, basically, it's the autobiography of his life, which he didn't want to do, but it turned out to be award-winning and fascinating. And dear friend, he can do every voice on the planet. He is a complete dichotomy, which I'll talk to him about, of being hysterically funny and really naughty, and then a great father and husband. So let me welcome Gilbert Gottfried. Hey.
Hi. We'll return to Cheerleaders from Outer Space 2 on USA Up All Night after this.
Oh my gosh, you did a lot of those episodes. And you know what's really funny is with all the interviews that I see that you've done, and I've listened to a lot of different interviews, like Up All Night never comes up. And I know maybe it was not a highlight of your career. And you did a lot of them while you did stand up. And I know the fabulous director, Marty Bike, directed you, and he directed me for a year. At the time, I thought he was tormenting me because he put me in crazy outfits like he did with you. But then I realized later it was like some of the best stuff I ever did. But did you enjoy those 400 and something episodes that you did of Up All Night? Because I know everyone loves you.
It was now I like hearing about it when people come up to me and say they enjoyed it. But I remember when I got a call and they said, we're not continuing it. And I said, oh, okay. Just like, yeah.
Well, you had a career. That was it for me, you know. See, I used my real name and I played the bimbo character, so you know I was pretty much screwed. And besides that, I was over 40. I was past now I guess you could be 60 any age in Hollywood, but back then 40, you're done. But Gil, I mean, you did amazing things on that show. But your voices, your character work, your acting, your stand-up, which we're talking about, I don't know when we're going to get back to stand-up. And this is my favorite thing, and I have to bring this up. You are married to the most fabulous woman, Dara Gottfried, who has really balanced your life. And you have 2 incredible children, Lily and Max. And I have to tell you this, I never saw this coming with you, because when you and I worked together, and a few times we actually worked together, I think we went to Nassau together one time, you loved porn, and you loved boobies, and you loved women. And I just said, this guy's never. And I know that everybody kids you about, being a little bit stingy. Maybe one time before cell phones, you actually asked me for 25 cents to make a pay phone call. I mean, but you and I did both of us loved all the freebies and all the swag. And so whenever we were on location, we would get great swag. And I know you're known for that, and that's fabulous. But I am just completely amazed and so delighted that you are such a happily married
man with a gorgeous, fabulous wife who balances you like my husband balances me, and then the two beautiful children. So what's it like to, how do you balance, how are you this dichotomy that when you get up on stage, you are so, I'll use the naughty words because I know your kids are around, but how can you go there and then be this dad who's homeschooling with your children?
It's funny. I say it in the documentary, which is called Gilbert. I don't know what the title means. But every day I'm waking up in a twilight zone. Where it's like, wait, what's this place I'm living in? Why, it's your home, Mr. Gottfried.
Yeah, what's it like to have matching furniture? And I read somewhere china and silver. What's it like to have that? And have that?
Yeah, I'm so used to this is a chair, a wooden chair I found in the street. This is a metal chair I brought from my mother's house. And I don't remember where I found this table. I think in the basement. And the idea of furniture matching and matching silverware. I'd have one thing. Yeah, I'd have a spoon from Horn and Hardhooks.
And you're dressing, not that you didn't dress well, but some things, you're dressing much better. I'm just going to be honest with you. But, Darren's just done wonderful things for you that way. But, just the fact that I guess it's being kind of an actor, that when you're on stage, and I saw you not a couple of years back at Side Splitters here in the Tampa area. You just go places that you are brilliant. I love you, and I do bow to you. You are just an amazingly brilliant comic. But then you have this now other home life with children that you can't go there with. So how do you shut that off when you get home, like from a club?
It's not easy. The funny thing is now if one of my kids says a dirty word, I can't with a straight face say, no, that word is wrong.
And your son Max, I've seen him on video. He is you. He wants to be you. You're going to have another. I don't know what you're going to do. And Lily, they're both beautiful children, and I know very bright. But I don't know what do you think of? If he did want to go, or if they wanted to go towards show business, are you both supportive of that?
It's so weird because it's like when I went into show business and stayed, and I kept doing it, like I was too stupid to know the odds against making it. And I was like, it was like pure idiocy I had on my side. And now show business seems like I can understand someone saying, I'm going to find soda and beer bottles in the street and I'll turn them in for 5 cents.
Right.
And that makes sense. Show business doesn't. And I feel like I would like my kids to be in show business if they never had to face any rejection.
Oh, but you know what? When you're young, and you started really young, like 15, you don't feel that. You just don't feel that rejection. You have this vim and vigor that, we look back and it's like, I can't believe I did that. And what's interesting about your career, and of course, you've always had, great representation. I had, Joe Blow, on the corner as an agent. But you've had William Morris. I don't know who you're with now. But it seems like, you like to work. So you'll do clubs and you'll do movies and you'll do voiceovers. Is there ever a time, and I'm sure you get asked to do things on your own through your life. Is there ever a time that your agent said, don't do it, but you said, I'm doing it anyway?
Not sometimes. There were a couple of times I agreed with my agent. I said, oh, they must know what they're talking about. And then after a while, you realize they don't.
Right.
Yeah. It's so funny. I remember when you start out in the business, the words agent or manager sound so, oh my God, that's someone from like a mystical character. It's like, and then after a while, you find out they're like, schmucks with a desk.
I found that out years later. 2 years. And then you don't realize you hire them. They don't hire you. So at the end of the day, they're working for you. But I mean, you have had an eclectic career, more so than most actors. Like a lot of times agents will say, okay, if you're doing this, then you can't do this. But you have jumped and you've actually been panned for, the Aflac, which was an amazing commercial. And you came through that smelling like a rose. And then the roast after 9/11 for Hugh Hefner.
Yes.
You were panned for that. I mean, you can certainly elaborate that, but you came out. I mean, did your agents ever go, what are you doing? Or they just go, it's just Gil. He'll be fine. He'll bounce back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they've said to me, no, don't do that guy's show, and don't do that. And it's funny. I feel like after the whole Aflac scandal, it's like where they fired me, hired a guy to imitate me, thus bringing closure to a horrible tragedy. And I feel like, in a way, what happened in the long run is it kind of like slapped a new and improved sticker.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it might be the same old shit laundry detergent, but you slap a new and improved.
New and improved, but then you always take those chances. I don't think that you can help. I think that's what makes you the comics comic. And I think that's why comics look at you and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe he went that far, but he did. And he still comes back out. But you have to have sechel. You know what that is? It's a Jewish word. I don't know if you know what that is. Dara may know what it is.
I wouldn't know about Jews.
I don't know anything either, but I just know it means smarts. So, I mean, come on. I'm sitting here drinking wine on Friday night. Hello. Cheers. Hair.
Yeah.
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Hair. Cheers. A little water. Your career just amazes me. I heard about when they did the Gilbert, the documentary, that I think his name was Neil, your producer director. He wanted to do this documentary, and you kidded with him, and you're like, your aspirations aren't very high, or whatever you said to him.
Yeah. He said, I've always dreamt about doing a Gilbert Gottfried documentary, and I said, well, you should set your dreams a lot higher than that.
And he showed up at your house, is what I read. And I think did Dara help push that into making that happen?
Yeah, I was kind of like, I really didn't want to do it. I hated when he showed up.
Hi, it's Rhonda, up all night. And guess what I have for you? Comic books, special comic books at Rhonda Shear, upallnight.com. Merch. But these are really specials. All signed by Rhonda on Rhonda Shear, upallnight.com. Hi guys, it's Rhonda, up all night here. And guess what we have for you at Rhonda Shear, upallnight.com. Tons of merchandise, but we have our brand new Halloween DVD. It's a limited edition collector's item and signed by moi. And you're going to love it. Tons of unseen sketches, characters, all things Halloween. Get it now while you can. And guess what? Lots of fun pictures. Okay, stay up all night with me at Kings of Horror.
I hated when he'd show up at gigs I was doing, and but I'm too much of a pussy to say, get away from me. And now when it's come out, and it's got great reviews.
Critically acclaimed. No, why would it be shocking? Like your life story, it will be a movie too. I mean, I don't know who would ever play you. Who would you want to play you? Who could? I don't know.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I like him. But here's something I never knew that you did until recently. I thought I knew a lot about you. Well, at least I knew the porn side. But I never knew that you were on Saturday Night Live after the original cast, like right after the original.
Worst time to be on Saturday Night Live. I was on it because back then it would be like if in the middle of Beatlemania, they John, Paul, George, and Ringo were gone, and there were 4 other guys, or if they recast Friends.
Oh,
and it's like just act like you don't notice it. And so back then it was sacrilege. Now the cast changes in between commercial breaks.
Yeah.
But back then, how dare these people?
Especially in the first year. I'm just looking to see. I know I have people that are talking and asking questions. So let me find that, or else people will be mad at me. I just love having you on. I do. I love your whole career. I don't know how you balance it all. Is there a favorite part? I mean, do you still find that performing live, is that your favorite thing, or is it movies, or is it voiceovers? I even heard that you sang, and I didn't even know about that.
When I'm backstage about to go on, my dream, my biggest fantasy is that the club owner comes backstage and goes, "Oh, there was a fire or a flood, and here's your check. You can go home now."
I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand it. I mean, I did go through that. I mean, I did have some wonderful years. I mean, I started at a time in stand-up where there wasn't many women and you couldn't do the glamorous thing. But I remember being on the road and having to beg for my check. That was about as well, or we didn't make the numbers we thought we were going to make. Can we just pay you half the amount? I'm like, no, I don't think
that's a funny thing too. I've gotten that a lot, where it's like we didn't do as good a business, so can we pay you less? I've never been to a club where they said, we've done better than we thought, so we want to pay you more.
right. Well, we're gonna give you this big bonus. Well, I always tease my husband about show business and being an entrepreneur now and being and owning a company, a lingerie company. But I always say, how come when I get off the air and I've just sold 300,000 units, how come people don't call me and go, "Wow, you're amazing! Like you did so great"? He goes, "The check is the congratulations."
Yes,
it's the payment. No one's gonna ever pat you and go, "You were great." You're never gonna hear that. But at least in show business, when you're a comic, you do hear the laughter. So that is your congratulations. That is, when you get an award, and now that you have a film, and for all the things that you've done, it's just an amazing life. But I have to say, the most amazing but most fabulous thing is your marriage, because I think it's like this complete full circle. This guy that I knew, and then I didn't meet you. I wasn't cast on Up All Night till 91. I think you were there in 89. So 91 and 98. And I thought you were so amazing and so funny and so sarcastic, but so nice off the air. But I mean, the only conversation you and I ever had was about tits. That's it. It was like, or something lower than tits. I won't go there, but that was it. And I can go right there with you. I think you did impressions of every guy that tried to sleep with me on your podcast. Podcast number 66, if you want to hear the dirtiest I've ever been on air or anywhere, is with Gil. And I was honored to be on your show. But you were just, that was your that you talked about. And then you meet the loveliest. I'm sorry, I keep going back to Dara because I'm all about strong women, and she's a strong woman, and I love that. And supportive of you as my husband is, but you meet the most amazingly beautiful, smart, she's protective of you, everything. And I'm just really happy about that. But, and I'm just so happy to have you on. I really, so, I didn't know that you sang. Can you just sing like a little something, like in like not in a Gilbert, comic voice, but like something like maybe.
No, see that is the way I sing. And on my podcast, Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast, I sang with Paul Williams, Tony Orlando, Jimmy Webb, who wrote MacArthur's Park. We sang MacArthur's Park together.
Wow.
And Now, a movie both of us have shown, Zapped.
Yes.
With Scott Baio and Heather Thomas.
Yes.
And Willie Ames.
Yes.
That, one of those teen tits and ass comedies. And it was a terrible movie, but I always liked the music in it. and we invited on. I had on the podcast Charlie Fox, who wrote all the music to that. Wow. And he said the only people who know those songs are me and the people of the Philippines. In the Philippines, the songs are like Strangers in the Night.
Oh my gosh! Now I have to go back and listen to that. What are who are some of the, other than myself, who are some of your favorite interviews? Because how many have you done now? Have you done 1,000? I mean, you've done a lot.
Oh, a lot. Oh, Dick Van Dyke.
That
was an amazing one. Carl Reiner.
Oh, wow.
Bruce Dern was a great one. We had, because I was always weird monster kid.
Yes.
And so we had on Janet Ann Gallo, who, if you're a weird monster kid like I am,
right,
she was in the movie Ghost of Frankenstein.
Oh.
With Lon Chaney Jr. and Bela Lugosi. She was a little girl.
Oh my goodness!
And we even went further than that. We found Donnie Donegan, who was in the movie Son of Frankenstein.
Oh, geez.
With Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, and Basil.
I love that you do that, and I love your co-host Frank.
Yeah,
I mean, he's like you have this incredible knowledge of everybody and everything.
Yeah.
Like young comics today don't know who anybody is, but like you know all that. And he's even more so than you, I think. Like the obscure people, he knows who they are. I mean, you're a great team together. Anybody that was ever on the podcast that was completely like surprising in either a good or a bad way?
Let's see. We had from Wonderama. That was an old kiddie show. Wonderama. We had Sonny Fox, who was in his 90s.
Oh, geez.
And he was on. I was expecting some cute kids say the darndest things kind of thing. And he was talking about he served in World War II.
Wow.
And his troop were captured by the Nazis.
Oh my God.
Held prisoner. And it was a fascinating story. And I thought, I was not prepared for it.
No, that's amazing. And that's what's the great thing about what you do. I love it. You find out some really interesting things when you really get deep in,
And Bruce Dern told us, because he worked on Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte.
Right.
And he was talking about, Betty Davis and Joan Crawford and Olivia de Havilland.
Did you ever meet, I met a lot of people when I first went to Hollywood, like Lucille Ball, and I worked on a Bob Hope special. I mean, is there anybody that you ever worked with? Because I know you did the Tonight Show. Did you ever do it with Johnny? Were you ever on?
No, never with Johnny. I did it with Jay Leno
many times. But is there anybody that you got to work with other than your podcast, like in an acting world, that you were like really not starstruck, but like was really exciting to you? That was
I met Jerry Lewis a couple of times,
yeah.
and that was like, I remember standing there going, this can't be real life that I'm sitting next to Jerry Lewis.
But he had to have been complimentary to you, although he could be kind of a gruff guy from what I hear.
Jerry Lewis is one of those people, I can use that classic line, well, he was always nice to me.
Yeah. I would think that even back then you would have been a threat. You know, some of those comics, some of those old timers were really jealous of the up and comers. Like, you know, I mean, I kidded with you that I think I had Jackie Mason was on. I mean, we did get some interesting people on Up All Night through the years. And but some of those guys were very jealous, and the new comics were horrible. And you know, it's a different world now in the world of stand up. But so you think you're going to be back out there on the road, hopefully visiting us in Florida, because the clubs are open down here, Gil.
Oh, geez. I can't believe they've stayed open.
No, they didn't stay. I think they just opened last night, literally.
Okay.
Universal's open, Disney's open, and comedy clubs are open. I just don't know. I just think, you know, I know when you're expressive, there's going to be, I know you don't have anything, but, you know, saliva goes into the audience. And then they're laughing and saliva goes back at you. And I don't know. I know you're like me. We're both a little bit of a hypochondriac. I'm a little nervous about that much saliva going back and forth right now. You know, and I don't know how funny it is for you, of all people, to wear a mask on stage.
That would kind of like, we came here to actually see him, and now we're seeing half of him.
Well, I just want to thank you for being on. You know, we have one of the gals that we both hosted many times, Linnea Quigley, coming up.
Yes.
Who did every movie. Did you actually watch the movies, Gil? Did you actually watch the films?
It would depend if it's something I wanted to watch. I usually didn't. I have to say, I'm on, I think, are you on it too on Cameo?
Oh, no, but I'm so glad you brought that up, because I read that about you. No, but I'm
on Cameo.
Yes, it's so cool. Tell everybody.
You could get a personalized video shout out from me,
which is great for all the seniors right now. Would be so great.
Yes, and so you go to cameo.com/Gilbert Gottfried. Cameo.com/Gilbert Gottfried.
And we'll continue to put that up too. So, you know, this is what's amazing about you. My last thing is that you do all this stuff, and your agents let you do it. You do it all. You do everything. I love that. Do you have any other merchandise? Are you selling any merchandise?
Yeah.
What are you selling? So we can talk about that real quick.
You could look on Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert. I forget my own name.
I know. I get it.
GilbertGottfried.com.
And what are you selling?
There are T-shirts, my book, DVDs. In fact, you can even get one of those masks that everyone's wearing now with my face on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the proceeds go to this charity, I think MedShare.
That's great. That's really awesome. We're doing masks too. That's really, really cool. And where do we find your film? Where do we find your documentary? Where do we download that?
I think that's on Hulu.
I
had to ask my wife if it's on Hulu. Hulu, Amazon, and iTunes, and Hulu.
You can be found, Gilbert. You can be found. And I love that about you. And please, you know, I've got my husband over there laughing hysterically. He almost choked to death listening to you. But I thank you, Gilbert. I think we just lost Gil, but thank you if you're still on. Thank you, Dara, and the kids. And hopefully he'll come back on and see us. That was my dear friend, and definitely a peer that I enjoyed working with, who's just truly the most brilliant comic working, Gilbert Gottfried. And you can learn more about Gilbert. Go to gilbertgottfried.com, and we'll give you some more links to Gilbert in a second. And I think we're going to be back right after this little break with the Rhonda Shear Social Distance Social Hour.
Hi there, it's Rhonda, Up All Night. And we've got merchandise. All you have to do is go to RhondaShearUpAllNight.com and get brand new collector items. How about our book? It's a tell-all with lots of pictures. Yes, it's called Up All Night, from Hollywood bombshell to lingerie mogul. And our new DVD. It's a Halloween DVD with fun sketches, The Booze Hound, Professor Cocktail, Monsters Got Talent. We've got Richard Gabby and so much more. But it's a first, so it's a collector's item. We've got it here right now for you on Rhonda Shear, upallnight.com. Hi guys, it's Rhonda, Up All Night here. And guess what we have for you at Rhonda Shear, upallnight.com. Tons of merchandise, but we have our brand new Halloween DVD. It's a limited edition collector's item and signed by moi. And you're going to love it. Tons of unseen sketches, characters, all things Halloween. Get it now while you can. And guess what? Lots of fun pictures. Okay, stay up all night with me at Kings of Horror.
And welcome to another edition of USA Up All Night. I'm your bedtime buddy, Rhonda, and have I got a terrific evening planned for you. Showgirls rollerblading in the nude? No, better. I'm taking you to Fangoria, the #1 Monster Magazine's horror party. This Hollywood party should have plenty of gruesome makeup and creepy costumes. And that's just the agents. Tonight is also special because we have a Linnea Quigley Film Festival just for you. We'll be showing 2 of Linnea's most popular films, Vice Academy and Vice Academy 2. Plus, we'll be joining Linnea at the horror party. You know, if all Vice squads had women who look like Linnea on their side, crime would be cleaned up in a Leavenworth minute. After all, criminals would probably turn themselves in to get frisked by Linnea and her friends. Oh well, it's time for us to go to our first film because I've got to change it to something more appropriate for our horror party. Something that will scare you all. Oh, I know. I'll dress up as a nun. That should do it. I'm sorry, Mrs. Raisin. Your husband's got to go. He is under arrest. You're out of here, pal, all right? For being obsolete. Oh, okay, audience, just straighten up there. It's Officer Rhonda reporting for duty. Miss Devonshire and the cadet officers have put me in the mood for a nice undercover arrest. I wonder who's left at the PTL club. Hello, 911, Officer Rhonda. How may I serve you? Oh, hi, Linnea. Yeah, I'm just about ready to go to meet you at the Fangoria horror party. What? Well, I thought you were going to bring the handcuffs. No, don't worry about it. I've got them in every color you could possibly want or need. See you in a bit. Bye. Okay, pal. You're out of here. You can visit them on visiting day. Let's go. It's Rhonda here. Welcome back to USA Up All Night and Fangoria's horror party. Things are really frightening here. You know, if you look around, you'll see a lot of scary and gruesome people. I mean, doesn't it look like something from your worst nightmare? Oh, Linnea, could you come over here? You don't look like you're from any scary film. You look like you belong in a parade of dreams. Our audience dreams. No, wait, just tell me, though. We're dressed alike. You found out my designer, and you wore. It's Linnea Quigley. Vice Academy night is what it is.
Vice Academy night.
But it is quite a parade of gruesome people. What do you think?
Well, I hate to miss a parade of men, even if they are monsters.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, let's go back to our film, Vice Academy. Look, Linnea, check this guy out. His hair is like molting. Can we get your Can we get your that's not the kind of nose job I want. We'll be back. Yow, guy, bad breath. Really bad. Oh, hi. It's Armando Creeper over there. How you doing, Armando? Love the nails. It's got Rhonda's beat tonight. Anyway, how about the makeup on those gals in our film Vice Academy? I think they kind of look like they belong here at the Fangoria horror party. Okay, you guys, let's go to commercial, and while you're gone, I'll see if I can find that really scary monster. Has anyone seen the Richard Simmons monster? We'll be back. Here on USA, up all night at the incredible Fangoria horror party. Well, you know, Linnea, it is right after Christmas, but we have that Christmas spirit because in LA, anything crazy can happen like these people. Aren't they incredible? Now, we have plenty of scary monsters, but we also have the most incredible star here of Vice Academy, Linnea Quigley, and Vice Academy 2 also. Now, Linnea, we're going back to our film, but I want to know, tell me, what's going to happen next?
Well, you're going to see a bunch of girls dressed like hookers running down the street.
Oh, come on. How do you know that?
Well, because almost every scene in the movie has that.
Oh, Linnea, you heard it here first from Linnea Quigley. Now, you guys go back for more red lipsticks and short skirts on USA Up All Night. We've done our job, and we have our sticks. Watch it.
Yeah. Anybody want to be arrested?
Hiya, kids. We're back with USA Up All Night, and just like Dee Dee and Shawnee in our film, we're seeing plenty of action here at Fangoria Horror Party. What do you think about that, Linnea? Oh my God! Help! Police! Police! Oh, I am one. I'm coming. I'm coming. You guys go to commercial. I'm coming, Linnea. Here I come. It's Rhonda here, and welcome back to USA Up All Night at Fangoria Horror Party. We're having a great time, but look around, Linnea, at these creepy, sleazy characters. Doesn't it make you just want to turn in your SAG card?
Yeah, and wait till you see the next scene from Vice Academy. These guys are an improvement over the characters who play the porn producers.
And speaking of producers, you're probably wondering who this gentleman is sitting in the middle. No, not sleazy, the incredible Joe Dante, producer. No, but producer, director of The Howling
and Gremlins 1 and 2.
Classics.
Now, Joe, what is it like to be an incredible director and directing these incredible actors and actresses?
Well, the best thing is it gets you into situations like this.
Possibly the most serious thing you've ever done, isn't it?
Being here right now, yes. Yes.
You're just overwhelmed with this.
I am. And USA is my favorite network because it's got the little USA in the corner, so you can always tell what you're watching.
Could you just do like a little Oscar acceptance speech? You know, we're a movie show. What would it be like? What would you say?
I did it all myself.
Good for you, Joe.
Rhonda, maybe he can put us in one of his movies.
I say that you know what? We're cops tonight. Let's take him in because you know why? Has he used us?
No, he hasn't used us.
I say that we take him in, arrest him, bring him to an all-night casting session until he does. What do you say?
Yeah, that's a felony, Joe. You're under arrest.
Do you have anything to say? Your last word?
Doesn't sound bad.
Thanks. Let's go back to Vice Academy. And while you're gone, Linnea and I will try to make this arrest.
Rhonda.
I've got him. Let's go. Come on. You're out of here, pal. We're back here at Fangoria Horror Party, and we're on USA. Yeah, with the monsters. It's Run here at USA Up All Night at the Fangoria Horror Party. And look who I found, my very good friend Gilbert Gottfried. I'm just going to give him a little nibble. Gee, I don't know how to say this, Gilbert, but you kind of look like a butthead tonight. Anyway, you are the man responsible for creating all these things. This is Screaming Man George. Mad. You are mad. Wait. Some of your creations, we have Gary Shandling, we have Roseanne Barr. No. Tell us about some of these incredible creations, because you are mad.
Yes, well, this is one of the scene right before he gets inside out.
Ooh.
And
Ooh. Lips for days. Eat your heart out, Kim Basinger. And
Well, these are actually not from the movie. This is a recent my work. It kind of relates to the society theme.
All right, just tell me, Screaming Mad, what do you eat that makes you create these things? What is your diet? Because you are mad.
Well, it's Japanese food, you know?
Ooh, too much raw fish. Okay, anyway, you guys go back to our film Vice Academy and see if the cadets clean up their town. And maybe you guys should look into Lice Academy. It could help your social life. I don't believe what I do for this show. Oh, it's Rhonda here on USA. Up all night at the Fangoria horror party. Doesn't this makeup just really do justice to her eyes? Anyway, we've got our special guest over here, Linnea Quigley. Now, Linnea, did you always want to be an actress?
Well, no. My first love when I came out to California was plumbing. I went to plumbing school. I mean, I can fix pipes like you would not believe.
So that's good. I mean, because your husband probably can't do a darn thing, right?
No, I do all the work. I do the grouting and putting in faucets and things like that. And when the toilet runs.
If there was only an Oscar for plumbing, but maybe there will be. Now, I know you're just kidding because everyone loves you, and as an actress, not as a plumber, don't you agree? And what was your favorite role as a plumber or as an actress?
Well, because there was a lot of plumbing in it, Return of the Living Dead, because I got to be under rain machines. I could fix them, if they clogged up.
But there was a big budget in this film, I know. Now we're dressed like cops tonight. You think we should go out to a Winchell's donut shop?
Oh, I'd love it if I can get an apple fritter. I'm dying for one.
Okay, we'll get one. I'm sure one of our friends here can definitely help us. And we know so many actresses in this town. Let's see, who can we talk about? Who can we trash?
Ooh, I'm trying to think.
Who would you like to trash?
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee's not an actress, is he?
We'll be back with more of Linnea right after this.
He was a guy because you know how he got in trouble from doing what he did.
You never know.
Oh.
It's Rhonda here in USA, up all night at the fabulous Fangoria horror party. Woo! Can you just feel the energy? Check that monster out. Now, do you think the creator maybe never read Playboy, but a lot of National Geographics? One too many, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I haven't seen this many scary people since the last time I did dinner theater. It's now time to go back to our film Vice Academy and see whose skirt is shorter, Holly's or Dee Dee's. At least it's not Miss Devonshire's. Talk about a sight of horror. Ooh, maybe too much retin-A on the skin. It's Rhonda here on USA, up all night at the Fangoria horror party. Check this guy out. Ooh, slimy. Ugh. I think maybe one of Rhonda's beauty tips is he could use a little turpentine astringent. You guys go to commercial, and we'll be back for more beauty tips right after this. Hi, everybody. It's Rhonda, your midnight morsel on USA. Up all night trying to figure out who are the monsters and who are the car salesmen. Those guys have big mouths, kind of like my friend Gilbert here. Gilbert, I told you to quit screaming. And check out those nose hairs. Can you see those nose hairs? That's what happens when you hit that certain age, which we won't talk about. I think it's now time to go back to our film Vice Academy and see if Dee Dee and Chucky can keep their relationship out of America's sleaziest videos. Shut your mouth! Oh, hi, everybody, and welcome back to USA. Up all night, we're here at the Fangoria horror party. Thanks for letting me borrow that. I'm here with my very close and personal friend. You are looking very lovely tonight. What is your name? Well, your teeth are kind of rotten, but you're rather discreet. You're wearing this very nice lace thing over the girls, and with child. Standing here next to you, all gooey like this, kind of reminds me of my very close personal friend, Gilbert Gottfried. I know I get the same reaction when I say his name, but I want to remind all of you to watch him every Saturday night, same time, same place on the USA Network. So, do you say you're related to Gilbert on his mother or father's side? Can you speak for your mom? Up all night. We'll be back. Okay, well, Linnea, we've got department we're taking you in, pal. You want to know what the charges are? Not dressing as a monster and impersonating a police officer. You have anything else to add to that, Linnea?
Yes, he wasn't watching Vice Academy. That's another count.
Well, he will be now, because that's where we're going back to. We're going back to Vice Academy, and he'll be watching which one?
He's going to be watching 1 and 2.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. You think these guys are scary? Rhonda's going to find pictures of the Gabor sisters in the morning. We're talking scary. Eee! Now, I told you, Santa, this is what happens to you when you don't give Rhonda what she wants. Oh, hi, gang. I know that you're all anxious to see what Holly and Dee Dee wear in the next scene, but that's just going to have to wait. Let's go to the final scene from our film Vice Academy and see what the girls get for graduation. Ooh, maybe it's a bra. Maybe Santa will give them a bra, right? Good Santa. It's Rhonda here at Fangoria Horror Party with my very special guest, Linnea Quigley. Now, Linnea, did you ever have a chatty Cathy that looked like this doll?
Well, not exactly.
Pretty scary, huh? Ooh. Anyway, we've had a good time here tonight. Did you have a good time tonight?
Oh, yes. I've made a lot of nice new friends, and some of them don't even ooze.
Ooh, I can't say that about some of the guys I date. But anyway, that's very, very attractive. You know, we've just finished up Vice Academy 1, and it's time to go to our other film, Vice Academy 2. Now, how does this one differ from Vice Academy 1?
Well, in this one, I run around a lot in red pumps.
Oh, red pumps instead of black pumps. Why?
Well, it's a different role for my character.
It's very stimulating, very intellectual. We're all going to love it. Let's go to Linnea's other film, Vice Academy 2, for more shoe action. Now, what is it about men in high heels?
Well, you know, I mean,
Yeah, I do.
when
But
the higher they are,
the pumps, yeah, the higher they are, we'll be back. Hi, gang. Boy, it's great to be back at my place and out of that police uniform. On the ride home, I got pulled over, and the cop and I started reading each other our rights. Funny thing is, he asked me to give him a strip search. Talk about a twist. Well, let's go to commercial, and we'll be back with more of USA Up All Night. Oh, hi, everybody. That was Linnea Quigley, and she wanted me to tell you that even though she is undressing a lot in this film, that's not what real Vice Squads are all about. No, most of them keep their clothes on. However, the police captains are another story. Let's go back to our film Vice Academy 2 for more nudity. I mean, Law and Order. Hi, gang. It's Rhonda, your midnight movie mistress, hoping you're enjoying our film Vice Academy 2. And if you're not, well, I'll send an officer over with a warrant to help change your attitude. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to USA Up All Night. That's the sound of the Rhonda. Hey, mail call. Let's check this letter out. My dearest Rhonda, Saturdays used to be a splendid day. After working all week long, I would look forward to this free day with great anticipation. Saturdays were filled with putzing around the house, watering the lawn, playing with the dog, and generally doing all the little things that need to get done. This is how it used to be. Now my Saturdays are filled with sleep. The house is falling apart, the lawn is dead, and the dog is fat. All because my Friday nights are spent laughing along with you to the wee hours of the morning. You have proved to be a better release after a week of hard work than those past relaxing type of things. Thanks. I wouldn't change a thing, and my water bill has gone down. Your fan, Dante. Wow, that's really nice. I love it, babe. Okay, let's go back to our film Vice Academy 2 and see what happens next to our heroine, Linnea Quigley. Maybe she'll get to keep her clothes on. What an interesting plot point that would be. Oh, hi. Don't mind me. After watching that last segment of our film, Vice Academy 2, I realized that I better protect myself. After all, I have enough problems keeping men away from me. Can you imagine the kind of trouble I would be in if I had any Spanish flies in the house? You guys go to commercial. I'll just stay here killing potential trouble. ¿Dónde este flies? Ooh. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to USA Up All Night. You know, while you were away, I was looking up the word vice in my dictionary. It says here, vice, noun, evil action, depravity, and dirty. Gee, Dan Quayle doesn't seem that bad to me. You guys go back to our film Vice Academy 2 for more crazy action. Now, Spiro Agnew, he was a real vice president. Okay, everybody, I think you better go to commercial, and I think our heroines better get some shots. After all, sleeping with Petrolino could be bad for their health. Hi, everybody. We're in the middle of USA Up All Night and our film Vice Academy 2. You know, I asked the Vice Academy near my house to please send an application to fill in order to be a vice officer. Let's see what they have sent. Gee, when I asked for a form to fill, I didn't expect it to be a maiden form. You guys go back to our film Vice Academy 2. I'll see what else they have in here. Now these, I expected. Hi, everybody. Are you following the plot of this film? It's very simple. First, you start with girls in tight dresses. Then you add sexual tension, in this case, Spanish fly. What does that equal? $10 million in video rentals. Okay, you guys go to commercial, and when we come back, I'll explain to you the success equation for Debbie Does. Never mind, anyone can figure that out. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to USA Up All Night. I know that a lot of you are probably really anxious for us to get back to our film Vice Academy 2, but I ask you, wouldn't you prefer a scene from Shakespeare's Macbeth? I have given and know how tender 'tis love, the babe that milks.
We're sorry, but we're experiencing technical difficulties.
All right, all right. I'll toss the show back to the film. Gosh, the suits at USA never give me any creative license. Let's go back to Vice Academy 2, and you can watch girls run around in their underwear. Huh. We have to go to commercial, but listen, I don't want you guys dialing 911 hoping to get Bimbo Cop. I think she's only available through mail order. And when I say mail order, I mean mail. M-A-L-E. Hi, we're back to USA Up All Night. And you'll really be anxious to see what happens next in our film Vice Academy 2. Here, I'll give you a hint. Figured it out yet? Okay, how about now? Hey, if I take off any more, you'll find the rest of this show on the Playboy channel. Let's just go back to the film and you can watch them strip. I bet you were happy to see Holly and Dee Dee undressing. Let's go to commercial, and if any of you are mad that you didn't get to see them naked, just be glad it wasn't Miss Devonshire who was stripping. Hi, and welcome back to USA Up All Night. Let's go back to our film Vice Academy 2 and listen to Spanish Fly talk about the end of civilization coming any day. Oh yeah, that reminds me, be sure and watch Gilbert Gottfried on Saturday nights at this same time for his show on the USA Network. Hi gang, why don't you go to commercial, and when we come back, we'll see if Petrolino gets caught with his pants off. Hey, who does he think he is anyway, Ted Kennedy? Hi, everybody, and welcome back to USA Up All Night. You know, we're near the end of our film Vice Academy 2. And speaking of Vice, I have an important question. Whatever happened to Philip Michael Thomas? I think somebody better send out an all-points bulletin for his career. In the meantime, let's go back to the final segment of Vice Academy 2. Now, Don Johnson's career isn't too hard to find. It's attached to Melanie Griffith's. Hi, everybody. Well, that's the end of our Linnea Quigley Film Festival. I hope you liked our trip to the Fangoria Horror Party and you've enjoyed the antics of our Vice officers. I'm sure with officers like that, some of you are going to want to go out and commit a crime. But save yourself the trouble. I happen to know most Vice officers don't look like Linnea and her friends. Do you remember the girl gym teachers? That's what will be staring you down if you commit a crime. Gee, it's just not worth it. Anyway, join us next week for 2 more movies and a great new location. And for those of you who are still up, why don't you park your butts and get ready to scream our next film, American Drive-In. Until next week, here's a showbiz tradition to keep you warm. The sizzle kiss. Good night.
Do not let go of this sacred circle, because the consequences could be unspeakable. Oh, spirits from the beyond, I beg of you to speak to us tonight. No! No! We're all doomed if we don't rejoin the sacred circle!